Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Daw's Universe, and my name is Daw, and today we are going to go over some simple shading techniques and a grayscale and also three-dimensional shading. Without further ado, let's begin. Today we're going to start with some simple tools. What I have here is a number 2 pencil and a blender. We want to start off with 3 shapes and the light source, which is located on the upper left hand corner. You want to go ahead and shade in all the shapes in one flat gray. I'm going to use my light source to shine onto the shapes, make a note of the points on the shapes in order to designate where my shadow is going to lay on the foreground. It's important to note that the light source is in front of the shapes, otherwise we wouldn't have a shadow. Now when making your grayscale, I always make it from 0 to 100 and slashes at every 10 points. Starting from 0, I gradually get darker and darker as I proceed towards the 100. Now combined with my shapes and my grayscale, I'm gonna proceed to color the shapes at a value of 50. Now remember the value point system. We're going to be talking about that a lot. Now as I put the shading on my shapes, I'll tell you a little bit about the grayscale. So 0 is the lightest your paper is going to get, and 100 is the darkest your pencil is going to get. I always use one pencil, so I know my 100 is going to be my darkest area. Okay, so I lied. The shading up top has a point value of 70. Okay, on to the three-dimensional shapes. I'm going to designate all the 0 spots on my grayscale according to where the lighting is coming from. I'm also going to make some hash marks according to the contours of each individual shapes. Now the cube don't have contours, so I'm just going to make that flat. I'm going to make my shading in accordance to the points on my grayscale, as you can see me pointing them out. Here is my first hash mark on my sphere, and I'm going to gradually make them closer and closer to the center. Something to note as well is the more hash marks that you do, the more realistic the shadowing is going to be and the shading. When you go to blend it in, it's always a good idea to blend along with the contour, such as with a sphere you want to go around and towards the center, and with a cylinder you want to go from the side and then towards the light area of the cylinder. Don't go across it, otherwise you're going to get a real messy shading technique. Okay, let's use what we learned. So basically let's figure out on the grayscale on what this eye has. So for the eyebrow, let's make that 90 to 95. A little bit above the eye, let's make that 30. Now for the pupil, that's always going to be 100 because that's going to be the darkest part of your drawing. Now for this light spot right here, let's make that 0. That's always going to be the lightest spot. And for the actual eye itself, not the iris, but the eye, let's make that a 10. Right here, it's going to be about I want to say between 70 and 80. It's actually 80 going into 70. And down here, let's make that about a 40. And then the contours, I'll get in more detail on another video on how to draw the contours of the eye. But for now, let's just start with what we got here. So we'll draw the shape. And then let's draw the iris. Let's draw the eyelids. Right here in the eyelids, that's going to be about a 95. It's not completely black, but it's not light at all either. So let's draw the shine on the eye. Let's draw the pupil. Don't worry if you don't got a perfect circle, because you can always fix it. Okay, so we got that. Now let's just make the shape of the eyebrows. Like I said, I'll get into more details on what I'm looking at, where I start my drawings and my eyes and that sort of thing. Okay, let's get that dark in there. There's your 100. Let's do the 95. I like to do the dark ones first because eventually I'm going to use it to draw my graphite from. Let's do the eyebrows again. Let's draw this little part here, the tear duct. Let's get this dark. The outline on the top of the eyes is generally pretty dark, so we're going to leave that at about 95 as well. Okay, so color this part in here. Now the eye has a separation right here to where the eyelashes come in, so I'm going to put it like that. I'm not going to get too crazy on that just yet. And then let's do the eyelashes. I like to do the eyelashes twice, because you'll see when I go to shade it, it's going to disappear and I have to do it again. And then down here we'll have little eyelashes also. There's going to be a whole new video just on eyes itself. Okay, now with our smudger, what I like to do is use the top of the eye to draw my graphite from, and I'm going to pull it right around the edges here. And then from here it's dark. Keep that dark. And as you can see right there, it's about 90. And then there's a light spot right here. That's where the light's shining. So we're going to leave that light. And over here, it's going to gradually get to be about 80 to 70. Now, let's do our 30 right here. This is our 30. Don't want to touch anything that has lead on it already, has any graphite on it already. So we'll get our 30 right here. Let's keep that there. And then we're going to go into the tear duct. Tear duct looks about 80 to 90. So we'll keep it about 80 or 90. Let's draw the bottom of the eyes. Now remember, with every drawing that's realism, generally don't have sharp lines, so our intention is to get rid of all the sharp lines. On this drawing, I'm probably not going to be able to do it because I'm demonstrating, but eventually you don't want to see much lines going through there. Okay, now let's go back into the eyebrow. we'll just color it in like that, because we're gonna have to do it over again. And let's remember our blender's rule to do that with the contour. You want to go with the contour of the eye. Go with the contour of the eye. Now this part right here, we were talking is 80 to 70, so we're going to take from the pupil and do that 80 to 70 right here. 80 down here, and it gradually goes up to 70. And then we'll just blend that all in. And over here is probably going to be about 30 to 40 down here. That's right, I did put 40 here. So about 30 to 40 here. Now remember when I said I had to do the eyelashes again? Well, that's where I'm at. I'm going to be doing that again. So let's do the eyelashes again. We'll do the bottom one. And there you go, there's your eye. We incorporated the grayscale, we incorporated our shading techniques to make this color back into a 10, how we said it earlier. And this side might even be a 20, so we'll turn that into a 20. And there you go. There's your eye. Oh, let's do this. Put the eyelashes back in there. There you go. Well, I thank you for watching the video. I hope it wasn't too long for you. And if you're looking to see some more drawing tutorials, please like and subscribe my channel and hit the notification. This way you can get all my updated drawing techniques. Thank you for watching, and I guess we'll be seeing you. Bye.